All right, we're good. We're good.
Are we live?
We are live,
All right.
guys. Live here from the mean streets of Marshfield. It's the Maple Dude here, and I got Jonny C to my left, TMD to your right, and guys, it is Saturday night, weekend, Easter weekend. John, what's going on?
Easter weekend.
Yeah.
You know what? We should probably talk about Easter for just a minute.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Easter's like a very important holiday for Christians, and tomorrow is the day in which Jesus was risen.
Oh,
and
yes, sir.
the rock was rolled away from the tomb.
That's right.
So, what an incredible event! What an incredible day! What an incredible story!
Mm-hmm.
And it's the basis of our beliefs.
So go to church tomorrow.
Go to church tomorrow. He is risen.
And fill up that church. There's gonna be a lot of people that the pastor is like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a year."
Yeah.
All right, Jonny C.
Yeah.
What is going on? Maple season wrapped up.
It did.
2025 wrapped up for the year.
It did. It was a good season.
It was
fun.
a good season.
It was a lot of fun.
We got the guys. Good season. Yeah. We can't complain about it. We had a good year, actually, above the biggest year we've ever had.
Yeah.
The biggest. The best.
Very successful year.
That's right.
It was a lot of fun too. A lot of stories.
Oh,
a lot of stories.
John, you always got good stories.
First off, let's toast.
Right.
I got these on a job, and they are redneck wine glasses. If you
look
can,
at this,
if you can see, they're ball jars that are somehow attached to a beautiful crystal chalice. It's not crystal, and they're just incredible. So cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody out there.
Cheers to the season.
Cheers to the season.
Yeah.
Before we get on to that, we're going to check in here, see who we got watching tonight. Hey, I'm going to just go live here. Press that go live button on Instagram.
Oh, you got to get the Insta.
So we're live, guys, tonight on Instagram. We're live tonight on Facebook. We're live tonight on YouTube and LinkedIn.
Don't forget to get on the LinkedIn one. Yeah. That's the really.
However, we're not live on TikTok tonight.
Not anymore.
I got banned from TikTok for some reason.
Banned.
From the last live stream. They said I violated their community standards. So we're not live on TikTok tonight.
No TikTok.
All right,
of all the things on TikTok.
Yeah.
That are horrible. Terrible.
They banned this.
They banned this content because it was like too edgy. I don't quite understand.
I don't know. We got Packwins. We got David from New York. Here, we're gonna show this. Why is it? All right. Wait a minute.
Ooh, Packwins are the last boil today.
Yeah. Wow. Still going at it out there.
Wow.
We got Gene Jacobs checking in. Hello. Good season, boys. Yeah, it was a good season.
It was.
The sugar was high. As high as it could be, really. I mean, that was it was great.
It was a good sugar year.
Made a lot of syrup from that sap.
Yeah, it was a good year.
We got Lenny Gilbert checking in.
Lenny Gilbert, what's up?
Who else we got? We got Harold. Harold says long but good. I agree. We just got done with the cleanup today. Really, essentially, we got done with the cleanup today. I'm glad to have that behind me. It's always good to have that behind me and just be done with it.
Oh yeah, no, it's good to feel done.
That's right.
I completely agree. Really quick, funny stories. The season is always everybody who does this has failures that occur throughout the course of the season. I think some of my favorite I wasn't even privy to, I wasn't part of, but I was there. Yes. Like it happened somewhere else, but I was present. I think my favorite was Bobby having a car accident in the woods, truck accident in the woods when he slid off of the driveway.
He did.
And hit a tree with his rear passenger door on his big old Toyota Tundra.
On his Toyota Tundra.
And he was not a happy camper.
No, Bobby wasn't happy that day.
I don't blame him at all. But
I mean, nobody wants to see their truck get smashed up.
No, but it was still kind of holy cow, that happened.
That was a night we had a lot of snow. We had more snow during the month of maple season than we had all winter previous.
Yeah.
For that.
Definitely.
And Bobby was out collecting sap. Bobby, the engineer, he jackknifed the Toyota in the trailer, hit a tree, messed up his door. He wasn't happy about it, but he held firm. He dug deep.
Yeah,
and he stayed with it.
He did.
He got past it.
He
and
kept
he
going.
hauled many more loads of sap after that.
Chad just sent me a picture, fellow mustachioed man.
Yes. We got Young Guns checking in. He has risen. Congratulations on your Maple Season TMD. Thank you, Young Guns.
Yep.
Thank you, Young Guns.
Who's Young Guns? I don't even know.
He's a guy that watches the YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. He has risen. He's risen indeed.
All right. We got hello, Sugar Makers. Mark Epping checking in. Mark, what's happening? Where are you guys all? If I don't, a lot of you guys I know where you're from, but if you're not local, I might not know, but let me know where you're from.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. I gotta say something. Joan Wetterell is watching.
Oh,
do you remember her?
Yeah.
She was our old art teacher at Granton when we were probably grade and middle school.
I do remember that.
Yes. Shout out to Joan.
Joan,
thank you for teaching us art. Sorry if
Hey,
I was an absolute.
over there. We got a live going on.
Sorry if I was an absolute pain in your backside.
All right.
Hi, Mom. Saw you too.
We got hot. What do we got here? Hot and fast. Done. Now infusing it with vanilla bean bourbon barrel, cinnamon, and
cardamom.
Cardamom.
It's extract. Nice.
Yeah. Yup. We got Chris checking in here. Great season for sure. Wisconsin, good. We got Lenny from Stratford, and we got Harold from Ontario, Canada. So we're international tonight, Jonny C.
I hope they approve our visas
Yes.
to cross the lines in terms of airwaves.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't check my visa at the internet
checkpoint.
Austin Teeter.
Austin Teeter's watching tonight.
From Virginia.
Wow.
West Virginia,
Awesome.
Virginia.
Good shout out to you.
Virginia.
So post Maple season,
yeah.
What are we looking to do? I had some interesting. Let me tell a little bit of a story here.
Absolutely,
guys.
Hang on, I'll take care of it.
Quiet down back there. Quiet down. It's a party going on over here, guys. We got many relatives in town. A lot of youngsters and a lot of kids hanging out with Haley and Jack, and it's getting a little loud back there. Anyway, so guys, last week, I got a phone call and on my cell phone, and I picked it up. It was an odd looking number. A lot of times during the maple season, I get a lot of phone calls and stuff like that, and I won't answer. I'll just not pick them up because I'm busy or whatever. So I picked it up. It was a little bit slower. I picked it up and I go, hello. And the lady says, hello, this is Lindsay. I'm from the NFL. And I was like, okay, NFL. That's not something you hear every day.
No.
And I thought, okay, what is this? I was a little skeptical. And then basically what she went on to say was, we've been trying to get a hold of you for a week. We tried calling you last week and you didn't answer, or I left a message and you didn't return my phone call. So they tried again and I answered and I picked up, and they were like looking for me, asking me to be a vendor at the NFL draft.
At Lambeau
Field coming up this Saturday.
Yep.
So that's kind of the big news for the Maple Dude right now is of course I accepted and I said, we'll be there. So they were looking for 10 vendors from the state of Wisconsin because they were going to do an NFL draft. This is official. We are officially, not licensed, but we're official vendors for the NFL draft in Green Bay on April 26th from 9 to 2 a.m. on that Saturday. They're doing an NFL draft farmers market featuring 10 vendors from the state of Wisconsin.
Well,
just 10.
Yeah. And you're one of those 10.
Yeah, and I'm one of those 10.
That's
so
awesome.
That's kind of cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
So we're going there. If anybody watching would happen to be in Green Bay or go into that, definitely stop by, say hi.
Where are you going to be?
So yeah, you know what? I can actually, I want to, because I prepare for these things.
Yes.
Let me show you. So right here, this is a map this is Lambeau Field right here.
Yeah, yeah.
where that arrow is, we're going to be right in this area. And it says it's right across from the Bud Light Beer Hall or Beer Ground.
Do you know which is north and south? I'm assuming that's the north side.
I'm assuming
because that would be the pro shop side,
Yeah.
which you'd be right outside the arboretum, the entry. Can't think
So-
what it's called.
Yeah, so we're gonna be there set up like with 9 other what's the fan experience. Like if you look at it, they have all kinds of other stuff like the Hail Mary and you can kick a field goal and like just all kinds of different activities and stuff for kids and music and food.
You know what? Even if you're not like a big I'm going to a game guy or an NFL draft
you
guy,
might have fun at
the
this.
atmosphere is absolutely incredible at Lambeau Field. If you've ever been there, it's incredible. I'm a season ticket holder. I'm there frequently. What's really cool is they have a play 360 field.
Yeah.
So like it's an actual NFL sized football field. You can go there and kick field goals. You can go there and do all sorts of throwing competitions. It's
that's where it is. It's around.
It's around that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I know where that is. Yep.
I mean, it's kind of around that area.
Yeah.
So we'll be there. And then what's weird is not to like dismiss this. Also, the same day.
Yeah.
Maple Dude is going 2 different directions this year on the same day. We're going to on the same day we're going to Wedges Creek Hideaway in Greenwood, Wisconsin for Maple Syrup Fest.
Yep.
Maple or Syrup
That's a new
Fest.
thing for them, right?
That's new for them. That's a first-year event. It's out at Wedges Creek Hideaway, Greenwood, Wisconsin. And we're sending Gene and the crew over there.
Yep.
So, John, you are coming to the NFL draft with me.
Myself
Right?
or Carrie. I don't know for sure.
don't know yet?
Me or
Okay.
Carrie are coming.
Okay.
One of us will. We got 3 kids. One of us has to watch them.
Yeah.
But I mean, what an incredible opportunity.
Yeah.
We got to be prepared on our A game. Selling.
That's right.
And we could meet NFL execs. We could meet NFL draft prospects, dude, and give them stuff. Man, you've already had a stint in the NFL
With what?
when you had your packets during COVID
Oh, yeah.
with the Ravens,
With the Ravens.
with the Baltimore
Yeah,
Ravens.
for a while there, guys, the Ravens were buying the Maple shot
They were.
from the Maple Dude, and all the Ravens players were consuming that.
That's right. For their NFL served morning
That's right.
breakfasts.
Well, and here, we're going to put up another image right here. This is how I'm going to be in 2 places at once. You can't even tell the difference between those 2.
No, they're just the same
that.
thing. It's a carbon copy.
That's how I'm doing it. This guy right over here on the left, he's going to be in Greenwood at Wedges Creek.
All right.
And then this guy right here, he's going to be in Green Bay. So be prepared.
I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's really super cool that this is happening, that you got asked to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to be a vendor at Lambeau Field for the NFL draft. I'm just sorry. I think that's so cool.
That's right.
Mr. Knazer's watching now, too, by the way. So we had 2 teachers.
We had 2 previous
Former
teachers.
We both had.
And the previous, it sounds like they're not dead.
No.
Yeah,
Neither one are dead. They're
alive.
watching.
They're watching.
They're not dead.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So look for that, guys. Obviously, I'll take some pictures and whatnot. Do that for sure. So, John.
Yeah.
The thing is with the NFL draft, we're gonna go and we got to be there. It opens at 8, so we're leaving at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. We're going to it, set up. Then it's done at 2, and we got to be out by 3. And then little Jack, the Maple son, he has prom that night. So we are going to get him back for prom. We're going to get him back for prom. Are we charging? No, we're not. I don't know, guys. All right, John.
Okay.
Take it.
So, I got a funny story. The mustache. I've had a couple comments on it. Yeah, it's a wicked stash. I rarely do it because I just grew up thinking of people who had mustaches as child predators, and lately it's been a thing. I think kind of since Top Gun, everybody has a mustache, and it's a new thing. So I was like, I'm gonna go with the mustache tonight, which brings me to my story. About 2 weeks ago, I was at swim lessons with Rose, and when we were at swim lessons, there's this mom there, and she has. Oh, I got it. It's to plug it back in. Sorry, technical difficulties. It's charging. It's charging.
Okay.
So there's this mom there, and I looked at her, and I was like, she kind of looks familiar, and I don't know how, but whatever. So then I started like racking my brain, like, how do I know this woman, or how do I recognize her? And it hit me. She looks like this singer that's from Minneapolis, St. Paul area, named Bear, B-E-R, Bear.
Okay.
Right. And I've seen her, not seen her live, but I've seen her a couple times on different music things. I follow music in the Twin Cities. And this woman looked like her. And I was like, huh, she looks like this Bear. And it got me thinking, like, you know how some people judge other people based on what they're wearing, or like, oh, that person's poor, or that person's rich, or that person's a jerk, right? I was like, I'm going to start looking at people in a different light.
Okay.
And I'm going to start putting them into musical genres.
That's how you're going to look at people?
Yeah.
Right.
So I two of the comments I've gotten today already about the mustache is, like, I don't look like Zach Bryan, but they're like, oh, that mustache really brings out the Zach Bryan in you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. And
something else.
Something. So like maybe I would be else. I was like in the country, right? So then I started thinking about, would be a hard rock guy, or that guy would be a guy, or that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a funny, different way to look at people, and not to judge them, but to look at, like, wow, like this Bear.
Yeah.
Like, all she does is sing about, like, you know, bad ex-boyfriends or boyfriends, or kissing in the backseat of a car, or like stuff like that, right? So then it was like, this lady looks like she would sing about ex-boyfriends. I don't know where I'm going with this story.
I don't know where
you're
going with this, John.
But I just thought it was really funny to like look at somebody and say, like, what kind of musical genre
I get where you're
they
going
would
with
be
it.
in.
I get where you're going with it.
I could picture her playing like a ukulele.
Yeah.
Like, and singing about like my ex-boyfriend Pat. Oh, he was such a jerk. You know, like I'm not a songwriter. I don't know. Nor am I a singer.
I get what you're saying. It's an interesting concept. Way to go with that.
Yeah.
Haley,
what?
Come on over.
Mark Epping. Have a sample of stuff for people. 98% probably never had real syrup. 98% of people probably never had real syrup.
Mark says.
Gotcha.
Mark says have a sample. Yeah, we're gonna have samples, guys. At the NFL draft, we're gonna try it.
Yep.
All right, Haley. Guys, if you've seen her in the videos,
Haley,
she's always top notch. She's the star when she's in the videos.
Absolutely. She takes the light from us.
Haley, aka the Maple Daughter. Last night, I just want to ask you about this. Haley works for the Central Wisconsin State Fair. And last night, she's really on the cutting edge, and she tries to bring culture to Marshfield.
Yeah.
She does. She really tries to look for things that uplift the community, kind of, bring a little culture to this city. And last night, Haley hosted an event at the fair, and it was midget wrestling. Right? Haley, have a seat.
I didn't even know this.
You didn't know this at all?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, Haley, talk about it. So,
John, this is our show now.
It is. It's me and Haley.
Peaches and no, I'm just kidding.
Haley, let's talk about midget wrestling. How did you come about booking this event?
So, actually, they reached out to us.
Okay.
And they were wondering if they can host an event. And we found out it was midget wrestling. And why not,
Yeah, why not?
It's something.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And you were there.
I was there. I was there the whole time. I helped serve concessions and drinks and stuff.
Who's the grand champion?
I forgot his name, but it was like one of the midgets.
So, did you get to watch any of the matches?
Yeah, like it was literally right in front of me. There was a big stage. It was like high off the ground. And there was a lot of jumping on top of one another and slapping each other.
But midgets were doing this.
Here, wait, John, I'm going to show you something quick to give you a little
That's pretty
taste.
neat.
This is what I saw last
good.
night.
There's pictures.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Wait here. Let me let them see.
Okay.
This is what I saw. There you go, okay? Uh-oh, the camera's blurry.
that's right.
The camera's blurry.
He'll come back.
Okay, well, sorry about the blurry. Are you okay?
It'll be good. So,
And
yeah, go ahead.
it's still so basically they came there. It was probably a 2.5 hour show,
Yeah.
I would say. And there was a lot of fun people there too. Like there was over 200 people easily there to see
Really?
it. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
I don't. It's blurry.
Well,
It's not the camera. It's like
But so there was like about 200 people there, and it was very interesting. I met some of the wrestlers,
yeah.
They were happy to be there.
What were some of the names?
Oh, there was some game that was like chicken something, or like
Chicken something.
I don't remember the names. I really don't remember the names. It was an experience. That's all I gotta say.
We saw midget wrestling
You did?
briefly. We were at the casino last summer for Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
They had that going on.
So Haley, I mean, what would be probably your next event?
What's
the next event coming up?
Well, obviously the fair's in August, so that's
Yep.
something very exciting. So I would say that is one of our big major events coming up.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. Midget wrestling. And they reached out to you.
They reached
You
out
brought 'em
like,
in.
Yeah, they reached out a while ago, and apparently they've been here in the past, but I never knew about it.
Where was
Tickets?
Where was it?
It was in one of our buildings, the junior
On the
fair building.
state
Yeah.
fair.
What's crazy is tickets were like $50.
50.
Yeah. And they got
Wow.
like 200 people there. I
That's
mean, I
a lot of
think
money.
general admission was 25, but like
Okay.
good spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the
So some
fair's
people
coming up.
paid for the good spots.
Yeah,
to
like
see midget
really
wrestling.
close to the ring.
VIP seating.
And then apparently, there was another thing. People could come on stage and get jumped on by the midgets. I'm not
For
joking.
real?
You would pay like $50 for it to happen to you.
What?
Yes. Yes. I swear. All of a sudden, I saw one guy and he came back and he said
my
that
God.
his rib felt like it was broken.
So yeah, people paid for little people
Little people.
to
Yeah.
jump on them.
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy. Gene Jacobs apparently knows this.
Chicken tender.
Chicken
Yeah, that was one
tender.
of the names.
That was one of
something
the
like
names.
that. It was
Chicken
like
tender.
something. Do you want to fix the camera a little?
I don't
It's,
know
like,
what
really
happened
blurry.
to that. I don't know.
Maybe
What
Just
bring it
like
closer.
No, just like move it around
Yeah.
and like see if it refocuses. There you go. There you go.
perfect.
There you go. It's
Okay, we're
perfect.
back.
We're back. We're less blurry.
But it was very interesting. Maybe next year, if we have it again, you should come watch it.
You know what?
It looked like someone from Top Gun with that on.
Maybe
Sorry, go
Super
ahead.
Troopers.
I don't know what that is.
I'm Farva. Anyways, honestly, if I'd have known that you were doing that, it was last night.
Yes.
If I'd have known you were doing that, I might have come last night instead of this morning.
Yeah.
But Rose had a play date. I couldn't miss. She couldn't miss that. So, but yeah, I totally would have come. That
But
sounds.
there was a lot of. It was a very interesting event. I've never been to one.
Yeah, I was saying.
And we
I've been to a major, a normal, like WWE event.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I think you were
Years
with me.
ago,
Carrie
yeah.
and I and you and Heidi, and they held a sign up that said Master Attack. It didn't mean anything. It didn't reference a wrestler. It was just 2 words, Master Attack. And Carrie and Heidi held it up, and they actually got on like camera, like on a national broadcast,
Yeah.
holding their sign, Master Attack. It's crazy. We still have the sign in our garage. We do.
You should keep it forever.
Well, I think we will.
Master Attack.
Master Attack. Jerry Petcher,
Oh, hi, Grandpa.
That's
Haley's
Say hi to
grandpa.
Yes.
Ernie was watching too. He was on earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a very fun event to watch and help with and meet a lot of people. And some people, let's just say during those events,
Did they get pretty excited?
people like buying drinks there during that.
Oh, I'm
event.
sure
I
they
will
do.
say that. There was
They do.
someone who had like a big beer tower like this high and this wide.
Yeah. It's Wisconsin.
Yep. We had to go get more.
Well, I bet. I don't know that.
But it was fun.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
So
So
I'm glad you
hang
brought
on.
such an event to Marshfield.
okay, what is your big news for this spring?
The spring.
What's happening this
What are
spring?
you
That's
doing?
To me
huge.
personally?
Yes.
Oh, I am
Huge.
graduating college. Is that the big news? that you guys
Yes.
got? Okay,
It's
no.
incredible. I don't think you're getting married.
No.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
No.
Not having. Yeah.
No.
No, but you're graduating college
Yes.
for your degree in
Professional communication.
professional communication,
And I'm
not unprofessional
No,
communication.
professional. Like
Okay,
the
just-
communication.
just making sure.
It's media studies, more like media stuff.
What do you want to do?
I'm not really sure. I think I want to do event planning, but yet communication
Well,
is so
of
broad.
course you want to do event planning. You booked midget wrestling.
Yes.
I totally.
What can't you do for
That's the
promoting
thing with
events?
communications. It's so broad. I'll always find something that
Yeah.
I want to do. I just don't know what, like whether that be public relations, social media, marketing,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
kind of just whatever happens, happens.
You know what? We've already talked to you about this, but you can come live with us
Yes.
and then live in the Twin Cities and then get like a really crazy cool job and then come back to Central Wisconsin and then bring all of your knowledge and your understanding to expand the communications and marketing world of Marshfield.
Yes.
That's the goal, right?
But it's exciting. It's weird. I don't feel like I should graduate yet. Like the
No,
time just went by.
Honestly, it's insane to me that it's been 4 years.
I know. I can't believe this young lady is graduating from college right now, guys. It's insane.
You want to hear a funny story?
We go way back.
We go way back. Well, yeah, I mean, you're younger than me and I've known you since birth. But no, I lived with Uncle Tim,
I
Dad,
remember this.
for about 6 months when
Yep.
he lived over by Granton, Chile area.
Yep.
What town was it? Was it
It was the
Like,
was it Chile?
That
that
one
was
house
the
with the
town of
pond.
Lynn.
town of Lynn?
Yeah.
And him and Tanya and Haley all lived together, and they had an extra bedroom because I was. It was a weird, long story that I won't get into, but I lived with them for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And during those 6 months, Haley was probably
Haley would have been
4, 3, 4.
She would
Jack
have
wasn't
been.
born yet, was
Jack
he?
wasn't born yet.
And I'm 4 years apart from him.
Okay,
Yeah, she
so
would have
it's-
been around like
Tanya was pregnant,
3 years old.
So then 3, 4.
and she almost, because I think Jack was born
Yeah.
while I was there.
Okay.
Anyway, this is crazy. So I would sleep in one bedroom. She was across the hall in the other bedroom, and I would wake up to like go to the bathroom, and Haley would be sitting up in her crib, and she would be like just in there singing, and I would go in there. I'm like, Haley, what are you doing? And she would just look at me like confused, like who's this man and living in our house? It's not my dad. And then she would just like pretend to go back to sleep, and then I would go back to my room. And that was like a normal thing. Like she would just be sitting in her bed, like sitting up 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and just kind of like singing along. And she had this the fish thing.
Yeah.
With the moving fish.
thing, yes.
Like
the lullaby nursery.
Yeah, like you
thing,
push the
yes.
button and it does like a lullaby, and the fish move across. And she would just sit there and stare at it. She loved that thing. She obviously doesn't remember these things because she was too young, but I totally remember that.
Yep. I remember those days. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's a long.
You know what I
time
remember about
ago.
Jack?
What?
No.
He was angry.
Angry.
He was a mad little dude.
Ooh.
Remember we called him Mr.
We
Fury?
called
Mr. Furious.
Yeah, I did. That little guy did nothing but cry.
Well, he probably, yeah. I remember waking up with him, and
Yeah.
Tanya would be sitting on the couch, and Jack would just be screaming, like angry, like I'm so mad, screaming.
Yes.
And then she had this look on her face. Tanya, I remember this.
Yeah.
I would like look around the corner, and Tanya would be sitting there holding him, trying to comfort him, and she would just have this look on her face, like, "Dear God, help." Oh Jesus!
Yeah, you couldn't
help
make
me.
him stop.
No, he just cried. And I offered several. I'm like, do you want me to come down and hold him for a little bit so you can get away? No, I'm fine, John. Go back to bed. And it's like, okay. And boy, yeah, he was mad.
Who's that angry?
Oh, all the time. He's a cool kid now.
And now he's
Doesn't
graduating
cry a
high
lot.
school.
And now
That's
he's
another one
graduating
is,
high school.
We got Haley graduating college. We got Jack graduating high school. this
Man.
year. So I'm getting old.
Oh, dude, we're all getting old.
I'm getting old.
You're
Time is flying.
officially gonna have all your kids in the adulthood.
I
soon.
know. Jack is he's gonna be
18
18
in less than a
in
month.
less than a month.
Oh,
Man, what do I do?
hang on. I do got this is my second year at tapping
Here, we'll
black
put that on.
walnut trees in Isanti, Minnesota.
Do you know this guy?
I don't, but
Tapped
I know
17
Isani.
trees and got 1 and a quarter gallons of syrup.
You'll have to let us know how that goes because black walnut trees, I knew that they had sap. I have never had it. I
I've
don't
never
know
had it
anybody
either.
that taps those trees. Have you boiled yet? I would love to know and what your ratio is because if you got a gallon, quarter gallon
You got a quarter
of
gallon.
syrup and got 1 and a quarter gallons of syrup.
Wow.
So like, I don't know what the ratio is because a ballpark it's 40-1 for maple syrup or sap to maple syrup. But I don't know black walnut.
I
That
think it's a lot more.
really like you
Yeah.
need a lot more sap.
We need a lot more
Yeah.
stuff.
Matthew Shelley.
What we
Is that
got?
right?
What we got?
Matthew Shelley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matthew Shelley. Give us a little bit more info if you can. I'd love to hear that. I actually live in I don't live in White Bear Lake, but I live really close to White Bear Lake. So I'm closer to you than I am right now. But I'd love to know more about that. That's pretty cool. Black walnut. Black walnut trees are like super cool too
Oh, yeah,
because when they
for
get
sure.
older and they kind of start to not be as healthy, the wood from them is
Yeah.
super expensive. Not super expensive, but it's like really, really sought after wood if it's good.
Well, Haley, Marshfield thanks you.
Marshfield is indebted.
It was a very
To you.
interesting event. I thought I'd never see that in my lifetime, and I did. It's just something random, like I just would never
Yeah.
think it was a thing.
Yeah, Barbara Teeter's watching now too.
Barbara.
So what is your immediate plan when you graduate? What is your immediate goal, plan, idea? What are you gonna do?
She's gonna live.
I don't-
She's gonna hang out and live with Dad.
Well, I'll probably live with family, obviously, to pay off student loans,
Yeah.
as one does, save some money. I will still be working at the fair because I have a job there. So,
Yep.
and the summer is gonna be fun. So,
Cool.
very
Are
excited.
you gonna take some time off just to like chill,
like just chill, do
like
nothing?
relax? I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna go to school. I'm just gonna like.
Well, in June
collect.
we're going to Florida with my mom's side, so no, that's it. I'll just go right into work.
Okay. Very cool, Haley. You're awesome.
Thanks for
Bye,
coming
guys.
on. Thanks for coming on the show, Haley.
Yep.
Thanks for coming. That is Haley. She, wow, impressive. I'm proud of her. I'm really proud of what she's done.
She's an impressive girl.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
for sure. Guys, you got any questions for
Questions,
us?
comments, concerns? Hopefully, we haven't offended anybody on LinkedIn now that's
Yeah.
gonna block us, so we can't do it next time over there.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Guys. Hello. Hey, we got Jerry. Jerry
They
commented,
respond.
I got 10 gallons of maple syrup from my pine trees. A record year.
You got maple syrup from pine trees.
This guy, what's Jerry up to here? Jerry.
Wait, Jerry said that?
Yes.
You got 10 gallons of maple syrup from my pine trees. I'm assuming you either got maple syrup from your maple trees or you got pine syrup from your pine trees.
Yeah.
But 10, that's impressive. 10 gallons. I mean,
That's
that's
really
that's
good.
really impressive for a not
We got Kelly.
Big time
Give us a
operation.
clap.
Oh, Kelly who?
Drevel.
All right.
That's one dirty mustache, John.
Yes, it's a dirty mustache. You can still taste my dinner.
That's gross. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to getting together and with the family
Yep.
and having some Easter dinner. We're going to my brother's house
Nick's.
right here on the mean streets of Marshfield. He just lives literally 3 or 4 blocks away from me,
Yep.
and he's got 4 little kids,
2 twins. Well, twins.
twins, and
Leo and
What, 4 kids, 7 and
4.
under?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, because Leo's
Is he 7? Yeah, it's
No, he's 8.
8.
It's got to be
maybe.
'cause he's older than Rose, I think.
Okay.
I think.
What are you guys doing tomorrow? Anybody?
Yeah. What are your Easter plans? What are you guys doing? Where are you going? How you celebrating? We'll go to church. Are you going to church?
Yes.
Where are you going to church?
At Cornerstone.
Is that where Nick
Yeah.
and Emily go?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure that's where we're going.
Yep.
Chad's going to City Center Church.
Okay.
And that used to be the former Believers.
Yep.
For those of you who are from around here and know. We've had some interesting discussions about Believers Church from when I was there. I grew up in that church. Lots of stories. Stories. Lots of stories.
Oh man.
Hey.
Okay. Guys, thanks for watching. I mean, we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'll be honest with you. I'm still tired. Season. I feel like I'm still kind of recovering from that, even though it's been over for, like 8 days now.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm still recovering from that. I feel like my body is still kind of catching up. Each year it gets a little bit. It gets a little bit longer, a little harder.
You know what though?
Yeah.
Maybe you and I don't agree on this. Maybe not agree is the wrong word. Maybe you and I don't necessarily think the same on this. But I'll be honest, when I get outside in the woods and I could be walking around all day, up a hill, down a hill, up a hill, down a hill, up a hill, down a hill. Being outside,
that gives you more energy.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Well, what's happened to me as things have progressed and gone along, down the road with this whole thing, I think when I'm more active like that and doing that type of thing, I do feel better. Yeah. Like I feel more energetic. For me, what tired me out more is kind of as it gone along, I've had to use more help to do everything.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And it becomes more mentally draining, kind of managing the whole thing what I'm doing. Now more so.
No, I hear you.
That kind of wears me out. Because I'm by nature, I want to be out there doing
working.
Things. That's what I like to do. But if I do that, then the captain of the ship is not at the helm.
Right. Nope. And you got to be there.
And I have to be there.
Though.
And that's more draining on me, kind of just managing all these different parts.
Yep. Don't sell yourself short though, because you're in the woods from December
prior to it,
December through January.
But it's kind of
like doing the lines.
Yep.
And making sure everything's like ready.
Right.
You're like doing a lot of work.
I'm doing
outside.
A lot of stuff outside then.
Yep.
But it's like once the sap starts flowing, it's kind of like I'm more or less kind of not all the time, but head up to the world headquarters and I'm kind of like, just kind of managing it, taking the phone calls, blah, 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 dealing with the people and just kind of overseeing the whole thing. And that for me tires me out more than doing actual physical work.
It's hard. Honestly, that's more mentally taxing.
Yeah.
When you're outside just physically working,
right,
you don't have to think that much. It's wonderful.
Thinking's hard.
It's just like tap, 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 and you move on to the next tree and tap, tap, and you're outside, and you're in nature. And this is where, going back to Easter, this is one of the reasons that I love doing this is because I feel so much connected to nature,
right?
Which I believe is God,
right?
And thank you, Jesus, for Easter.
That's right.
I'm not kidding. That's when I'm outside, that's the way I feel. I see a sunrise, I see a sunset. It can be a cloudy day, and I can still give thanks for the day,
right? Because
it's beautiful. And when you're outside and you're just working, it's incredible.
We're not. No, I mean, it is. It's great being out there.
Yeah.
But another season's come and gone. in the midst of the storm, it's kind of long and grueling, but
You get short with
we're
people
past
sometimes.
it. I do.
Do you want to
I
hear the
get a
funny?
little crabby. I get a little sometimes.
I won't say the name. One guy came and he has a big 250 not big, just a normal 250 gallon tote.
Yeah.
However, he has the wrong valve on the backside, and you can't.
I wouldn't say I know what you're talking
No, you
about.
did. You got. You got a little upset. You even told him, like, well, you know what would be easier is if you got like a regular valve on the backside of that tank, or you got a new tank. And I was like, in my head, I'm going, Tim, I don't know that I would have handled it the same way, but I'm not at the same stress level or point that you are. So like maybe I would have handled that way if I was at that point. But like it was kind of funny to watch. And you're dealing with everything. I get where you're coming. Tim gets stressed out, and that's fine. I know how to deal with it. I just dump a truck and go collect sap somewhere away from him.
That's what I want to do some days. I just want to run away from it and go like hide in the woods and I don't know, whatever. But
you get out when you can, though.
yeah,
Because you'll make your little videos. You go out in the woods. You
Yeah.
like get away from the shop. Let your dad do the boiling.
Yeah,
You
big
get out.
shout out. Let's give a little shout out to everybody that this year.
Oh yeah.
I've got John right here to my left. John, he's doing what John does.
Come when I can.
Yeah, he's not there every day, but he's on there. I will give you this: you were there the two biggest days,
Yeah.
and then like the day or two after,
Yo,
where you kind of got the leg.
when you were going.
Yeah.
Like we put in 12-hour days.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were there. John was there. Like right here, checking in here. We got Jean. Jean, of course, she was there.
She was there
She
too.
worked really, really super hard. She kind of took on a new role this year and did a lot of more work in the woods and taking care of leaks and problems with the vacuum tubing and blah, blah, blah. Really, really kind of a big leap from last year.
Yeah, definitely.
For what she was doing.
Jean rock started.
Yep. And then we got
Oleg.
We got Oleg. He was there one day, but
one day
he had to fill in, and that was the day. That was mainly because
we didn't have.
We had to go to Madison. That was why he was there.
Oh,
because we had to go to Madison
for the basketball tournament.
For the basketball tournament for the state high school basketball tournament. And we had Oleg fill in that day, and then we have of course Bobby. That's the guy we talked about earlier with the truck. Jackknifed the truck, hit a tree.
Albert.
He was ready to go home, but then he dug deep.
And he finished it.
He stayed to the end.
Yep.
He stayed to the end.
Albert. He's not watching.
Albert's not watching. Albert's an Amishman, and he's there every day, putting in long hours, long days, and you can't thank him enough. I mean, it wouldn't get done without him.
Yeah, honestly.
It wouldn't.
No, I mean, he's out there tapping trees, numerous trees.
And then you got my dad.
And Ernie.
He turned 85 during the season.
Yep.
85 years old. And he's the guy that really is responsible for the maple syrup getting from the evaporator into the drums.
Yep.
Properly.
Yep.
Filtered. Expertly.
Yep.
Very, very good to the correct density bricks and everything like that. It's an 85-year-old guy doing that.
Who does it,
guys? So if you pick up the Maple Dude bottle here, I mean, really, it's done by a whole staff crew, kind of tied together loosely, somewhat some days, and some days very tightly. But it gets done, and I can't thank everybody enough that helped out. And, we got it done, and we're going to do it again next year. And hopefully we'll even top this year's total. So,
yeah.
That is right. There's a little story here. Very quick story. Gene worked until 1 a.m. that day, the second day we went to Madison for the state tournament. We left. We drove to Madison. So we're about 2+ hours from
220, 215.
We go down to the Kohl Center, watch the Marshfield Tigers in the championship game. Unfortunately, they lost by just a point. 2 points.
2 points.
And Then we turned around, came back because it's maple syrup season. We couldn't stay there. We came back. So we went down there. We were working during the day. We went down there, watched the game. We turned around, came back. We got back before Jean left.
Yeah.
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 So that was a long day for her.
Very long.
Very crazy.
Yep. No, you know what? It's always fun doing it. It's work. It sucks sometimes. It's stressful. But did you always get through it?
That's right. You always get through it.
And you always do it again the next year.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wonder why, but
Yep.
we do. All right.
There's nothing like walking in the woods at like midnight.
Yeah.
It's pitch black out there, mud everywhere, slip and slop it everywhere, and you got to go like turn off a pump. That's it. You guys got to switch or turn a switch, and then walk back a quarter mile to the road.
You know,
it is what it is.
It is. Oh, brother.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a nice little live video here tonight, guys, and season wrap-up show. It's all done. I'm looking forward to the summer and, all the stuff that comes along with that.
NFL draft.
And we're going to be there, guys, this Saturday, one final time. Hey, I'm just going to throw this out there before we get off this live real quick. Real quick. If you need the best socks, in the world, I'm not kidding. I have these socks. I wear these socks.
He does.
My feet get really, really sweaty. I'm going into the sale mode right now.
Yeah.
I'm promoting a product. Okay. Camel City Mill boot wool work sock. No joke. Get this. You can get it with this QR code. Scan this right now. It'll take you to the website. You get 10% off from the Maple Dude. Guys, get this sock. It's a great sock.
I need to get the socks.
You should get that sock because you work hard.
Yeah.
It's a great sock.
Yeah. Tim helped me on a job the other day.
I did.
You know how hard I work.
He does.
When you got there, I loaded the truck was empty.
Yeah.
You got there and the truck was pretty much full.
Look like one man could do
it. And I did it. And then you showed up and helped me with the rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
No joke, guys. Please order this sock.
Work socks.
I make like a couple bucks off of it. I'm going to be honest. I do. But
they are a good sock.
They're really good sock. I wouldn't go without it. I really want guys, maple syrup producers, guys that are working every day with work boots on. I have really long toes. I do.
Do you?
Just by nature. They're long toes.
Like fingers?
They probably kind of look like the toes that, like, I feel like they look like a midget's or a dwarf's hand. I don't know. I feel like they do. But when you got long toes like that, that's a lot of exposure. There's a lot of surface area. So they get cold because they get wet. Camel City Mill socks do not. They keep your toes from getting wet.
They keep your midget hand
toes. They do. So, guys, scan this code right here, this QR code. It'll take you to the website. You can order some of these socks. I will tell you, I'm not gonna endorse anything that I don't use or don't believe in.
You know what?
Yeah.
They're good socks.
Yep.
Not just Tim saying it. I'm not getting paid anything.
So, let's see here. Gene them socks. All right. VSE Vintage Evolution skateboards.
What?
Woo!
VS Vintage Evolution. How can we implement skateboards into Maple?
I don't know.
We can give it a shot. Look him up, message him, and Mr. Knazer wants you to show the toes.
Do you really want this?
Really, Mr. Knazer, you want this? I don't know that you do.
Okay. Should I do it?
Sure, do it.
I mean,
if people got feet things, maybe Mr. Knazer.
They're quite long.
Hang on.
It is kind of like a midget's hand.
It is, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know. I have a 9-inch span between my thumb and my pinky, and I mean that's
hard to keep those warm, but those socks will do it.
Yeah. Okay, so VES, reach out. No kidding. We can figure something out. We're both creative guys.
Yeah.
And along with the Maple daughter, who's got a marketing and a communications and something else degree,
we'll figure out something.
We can figure out something between us. Message this guy.
So
yeah, Harold Brown.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I hope we were entertaining. Sometimes
oh man, guys,
not so much.
All right. You can do it, man. That's what Vintage Evolution Skateboard says.
But all right, we should
guys.
wrap it up. Vintage or VES, get a hold of us.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. From Jonny C and everyone else here, Haley, Jack, all the kids in the next room. Happy Easter. Guys, thanks for watching. And remember, always keep it real.